and then was bought by a family as a schoolmaster for their young rider.
Uh-huh.
They had a little bit of trouble getting the sound,
Okay.
and so we had really, really nice work.
Uh-huh.
He sound as long as you make him supple. But
What sort of unsoundness is it?
I don't know.
Just funkiness?
Just a little funky.
He was getting really back sore.
Oh, okay.
There we go. So he's in his life, he doesn't, he wants to assume the position,
Yeah?
but never has to really.
To be a good event horse.
Right.
I'll put my head down and move my legs.
Exactly. So he's very good at that, but as far as being a real dressage horse and being soft and supple, that's not his
Sure.
forte. So that's what we've been.
So what is your future with this horse? Okay, I mean, this is a horse you ride regularly and,
Yes,
Okay.
I co-lease him with another rider.
okay,
We started riding him about 2.5 months ago.
okay,
The horse we were working with previously fucked me out a couple times pretty hard.
ooh, okay,
Now that I am recovered, I'm
Okay.
a little bit more of a reliable guy.
have you competed on it?
No,
Do you plan to?
we would love to.
And what do you see yourself competing, what test do you see yourself?
We did a ride test last weekend at home, and we did second level, and it actually went okay.
Sorry, second level, 1, 2, 3?
One.
1, okay,
He knows his pain is he can do working through wets, he can do 3s and 4s on a good day, but
Okay.
without him being supple, I don't do that.
okay,
Really, our primary focus is just finding ways to help him become looser and more forward and more regular.
when he's off, is he off in front or behind?
He just gets really tight in his back and gets back sore,
Okay,
and just a little bit irregular.
okay,
He likes to go 4-deep in the camper if he's not
No.
forward enough, kind of typical event horse stuff.
okay, I'd like you to take your contact, but don't change his frame. Keep him reaching down the way he is. Push him forward, let him reach, let him take your, there. Yeah, and just a tiny bit more walk. It's still encouraging him to stretch. Take that bit down and forward. If you hear me right now?
It's going in and out. It's
Yeah, I
going-
know.
I can hear you without it though.
If it gets to be, these are gonna be annoying. Good. 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 Now, I'd like you to take a medium walk, meaning put him a little more together. He's gonna push a little more from behind, and his pole's gonna come up a little bit. Nice and elastic. Good. Push him forward a little. Bend him a tiny bit left. You're holding that right rein a little too much. Pull up. Yeah. Good. And now I'd like you to let him stretch down again. Reach your hands forward first, and then let the reins out of your fingers. Very good. And now back together again. Little bend left, elastic, elastic. And let's go posting trot. Good. Make sure you're bending him a little left. A little left. Don't let that left rein get loopy. Now, one stride, I want you to make your right rein loose. Drop your right rein. Yeah. Did that tell you anything?
Yes.
Now, I don't want you going with your outside rein loose, but you've got to allow the elasticity, you've got to allow the bend. Good. Shorten your reins a little bit more. Keep him a little together. He's got this lovely stripe down his face. I want to see that lovely stripe a little tiny bit to the inside. You're holding that right rein. Yup. And now let him stretch down. Give your right rein a little more. Good. Good. Hands right forward. Excellent. And now bring him back together. Start a little with your leg. Just enough that says keep those hind legs coming. And now I want to feel your hind leg is in my hand. Now I want you to do everything you can, Abby, to have an even contact on both reins. Okay? Have you been told about riding on the outside rein? I want you to forget it for a moment. Okay? That's very important. But really our ultimate goal is to have the horse even through both reins. Don't let him lay on that right rein. He wants to lean on it, doesn't he? And you oblige by giving him a nice little shelf on which to lean. See, your left rein right now is flopping. Give your right rein a little. Yeah. I want you to use your right rein. I don't want you to hold your right rein. Now give it. Yeah. Good. Now take him a little together through both reins. Take your left rein a little. Take your left rein. Yeah. Take your left rein. Keep your left rein. Yeah, good girl. And give your right rein a stride. Yeah. Don't give him a shelf on which to lean. Give your right rein again. You can use it all you want. You can rip his teeth out if you want. I really don't want you to. But I don't want you to hang on it. Am I making sense?
Yes.
The two of you have this great thing going. He leans, you hold. Yeah? Now, just move the bit a tiny little bit left, right. Equally, both reins. Equally, both reins. Yeah? And now let him stretch down again, and while he's stretching, change direction. And back together. How's the left rein doing?
Perfect.
You need it.
Yeah.
Not too fast. Good. Now can you ask him to come a little too deep? Little too deep. Little too deep. Good. Through both reins. Left rein. See, interesting how it's going in the other direction I couldn't get much bend at all, and going in this direction I've got a little too much bend. Yeah. Give your right rein a stride, and now let him stretch down a little bit. Just reach your elbows forward. Reach your elbows, yeah. And now bring it back together. Straight ahead around the whole arena. Slow the trot 2 or 3 strides and forward. From K, leg yield as far as you can towards M. Good. Good. Well done. Make sure you're coming down evenly on his back. Now, let's stop clucking. I don't mind a cluck here and there, but when you're clucking every stride, there's a problem. You know, if you need to give him a little whack, I'm not sure. Straight ahead. Now, can you make him just a little bit too deep? Through both reins. Left rein. And now let his nose out a little bit, and leg yield. Now straighten his neck a little bit with your left hand. Okay, next time we go left, you're gonna have the whip on your right, in your right hand. He needs to go a little more forward. Now, large circle. Ask him to come a little too deep. Two reins. Yeah. And bring his pole up a little bit, pushing forward, straight ahead. Leg yield M toward K. Contact. Good. Left time. Right rein a little to your left hip. Keep the shoulders to the left a little bit. There. Good job. Now, do you have your whip in your right hand? And leg yield wall to wall again. As much as you can wall to wall. It's a very wide ring. Now, straight neck. Go straight ahead. There you go. Yeah. Touch him with the whip. Just touch him. Left rein. Don't bend his neck. Don't let his neck bend. Don't let his neck bend. That's it. Large circle. Let him stretch to the ground. Hands forward first. Good. Will he stretch a little more? Good. Pat him and back on the eighth. A little bit more together. Good. Good. Turn down the center line and leg yield to the left. And I want his body dead straight. No bend in any direction. Left rein a little bit. Dead straight. Parallel and straight. Yeah, good for you. Don't let the shoulders run. Yeah, good correction. Yeah, good. Much better. Good. Good. On the long side, a little bit of a big trot. I'm not even saying lengthen, just a little go. Left rein, straightish neck, and back. Good. Give your right hand a stride. Give your right hand again. Large circle. Give your right hand 3 strides. Good. Yup. Good. Now ask him to come a little too deep. Left rein a little more. Don't bend him more. Don't bend him more. Yup. You'll get a false sense of him coming rounder if you get too much bend. Good. And let's walk. Sitting. Good job. And a little break and a nice pat. Very nice job. My theme being, be wherever. Be elastic enough that you'll stretch down, that you'll come too deep, that you'll come up and out. And then the long leg yields as a fitness, suppling, strengthening, learn to step your hind leg really under your body, kind of a thing. That's an exercise, very, very simple exercise that I would do even with my Grand Prix horses when they were kind of tight.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy for a trained horse. But it physically challenges them. I can't believe I'm going to put on a jacket.
It'll warm up by
Am I
September.
grown into a Florida wimp?
It's damp.
I'm from
It's
Maine.
Yeah.
You brought the nice weather with you. Like yesterday it was 95 or something ridiculous.
I saw that. I think I may miss my plane. I hate the
We're glad you didn't because you brought this.
Do you need a cooler, Lendon?
No, not that cold. I almost didn't even bring a jacket. I thought, oh, I don't need one. I thought. And let's go back to medium walk. I just got a moment ago a flood warning for my home.
Oh no.
Well, it was interesting because I got a notice from Delta 2 days ago. Today's Friday, on Wednesday afternoon, saying they waived change fees and they recommended we change, those of us flying Friday, change our flights.
Wow.
And I couldn't figure that out because the weather didn't look bad. But I guess we're getting some wild thunderstorms. It started to rain. It was raining as we flew out this morning.
I think they've started doing that more and more just to get the
Well, my-
load down so that if they end up having problems, they don't have to
And
deal
my-
with you.
See, my flight left at 6 New York time, and when I had checked seating yesterday, or I know I guess whatever, there were quite a few empty seats. But
Yep.
when we flew out today, it was totally full, so I think some of the later people probably did move up to an earlier flight. Good. Now, what concerns me with what you were just doing is you want to be, just stop here in front of me. You want to be, and I don't know if this is a habit or that just happened, but you want to be super careful that when you're riding a circle, that he's moving straight on the circle.
Yeah.
That he's not, so often I see somebody on the circle and I look at the hind legs and the hind legs are crossing. They're drifting out or being crooked on that circle. Circles are a deadly, deadly thing to ride if you're not careful because they'll make the horse so crooked.
Yeah.
So just be very, very aware of that. Okay, let's walk. Good. And you're going to go straight ahead and on the track. And after M, you're going to ride a turn on the haunches. Elastic. Good. Good. Very good steps. Really good steps. I'd love to have seen him bending a little more. Following, follow with that right hand. Don't you pull his nose to the outside. Don't you pull his nose to the outside. Up. Left leg. Left leg. Bend him a little left. Position him a little bit to the inside. Left leg, not right rein. Again, a little more bend, very good steps, but I actually didn't want you to turn around. You're going to come up here, just turn around and go back to the track. You're going to go all the way down on the track. Right onto the track, right onto the track. Now, I want you to walk down the track, and I want you to make your right rein loose. Totally loose. No right rein at all. No right rein. I can't see, I'm just threatening. No right rein. You miss it? Okay. I have to say it was better than I expected by how much you're using your right rein. Okay, let's put it back together. And straight ahead. Straight ahead. And a canter apart. Okay. Now, drop the right rein one stride. Now, can we, after I have you drop it, circle here again. Can we come back with a little less pressure on that right rein? Now give the right rein. Yeah. Yeah, good. Now, give the right rein again. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying don't use it. I'm saying don't hold it. Now, give the right rein and a little bit bigger canter. Left rein a little bit. Give the right rein a little. Good. And now shorten the canter a little bit. Bend a little left. Bend a little left. And both hands give one stride. Good, one stride. Now shorten the canter a little bit. Left rein, don't you pull his head to the outside. Shorten the canter. The right rein is going to do the collecting, but it's collect, it's not collect. Okay? So yeah, you're gonna need to use it, but I don't want to see you hold it. Ah, good job. Good job. Straight ahead, a little lengthening. And shorten and lengthen. Are you holding that right rein? Good. Good. Active. Keep a little left bend. Yeah. Give the right, use the right. Good. And trot. And walk. And stop in front of me. A little more in this hand, not much. Now stay with me. Length of range, just a little more. Okay. Hold that. Elastic. No, don't resist. Yeah. Good, very good. Now, I'd like you to try to find this as your norm.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying it's gonna be like that. You can be as tough as you need to. But then see if you can come back to this and see if you can make both hands even. Get stronger on this ring. Okay?
Yeah.
And it'll last one or two strikes.
Right.
Okay? And you know, he's so good at laying on that rein. Right?
Yes.
But he can't lay, I mean, how simple is it? It takes two to pull. It's simple on paper, simple in theory. But it's true. He can't lay on you if you don't hold him back. So, I want that right rein to either be giving a little, going with it, or making a difference. And making a difference with it at the very most too strong. And if something falls apart, that's fine. No biggie. Now your reins equal right now? Okay. But what about pressure on his arms? What is he feeling?
I feel like I have more on the left.
Good. And let's go straight ahead. Turn on one. Bending over to the left. Okay, you put a collective feet. You started too big, and then you stopped it. You start a little smaller, and then you can ride it forward in the turn. Okay? Now, how are the two reins?
The left one is a little heavier.
And let's go again. Easy. Easy on. Now, how are the two hands?
Left one is still heavier.
Good? Good. Good. Now, back, sit in. Now I want 3. Relax. Go. Come back. Go. Come back. Don't drop into that. Go. Good. 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 And once again, the same thing. Once again, the same thing. Reach your back. One. Back. You're waiting too long. Good. Good. Talking. Bend him a little right. No. Straight. Good. And drop. Drop the arm. How's the contact? Good. Down. Good. Straight. Feel that? No, don't try to fix it. Fix it. Let's do that once again. Now, I want to see him drift left. And if he does, you're going to kick him over to the right. Good. Let's take a little break. Very good. I'm not big on helpless. He's drifting left. You know, fix it. You're no beginner. Very nice. Now, the next thing we're going to do, after a little break, is some walks to canter, which are a little hard on him. Sorry, somebody's desperate. We're taught from the beginning the importance of preparation. And preparation is extremely important. Alice, I want you to get a headset before you get on. It's extremely important. But from my experience teaching, the canter part is more often than not ruined by too much preparation. Meaning, maybe it isn't the canter part that's ruined, but the walk is ruined. But let's face it, a good walk should be a ready walk. A good walk, any next stride, you should be able to halt, be able to shorten. You should be able to trot. You should be able to canter. It should be ready. So you shouldn't feel like you need to do anything more than one stride's worth of you. A little position to the inside. You move your leg a little bit, and then you act. So that's what I want to see a little bit because you're really preparing that canter part. So let's go medium walk. A good gait, walk, trot, canter, should be ready. It should be, that's why we have the horse on the aids, on the bit. So he's ready for whatever. Good, we'll stay on the circle, good. You happy with this walk? Canter. Now, Good. Okay, came a little above the bed. Goodness gracious. Good, good. Now, in the canter, I'd like you just to support him a little with your legs and drop it, let his neck drop down a little bit. Meaning a little stretch, not a big stretch. Just let his neck lower, but keep him on the edge. Let his neck down a little, yep. A little bit active, don't let it get lazy and flat. Will he drop down another inch? Good, active. Yeah, beautifully done. And back together. Up and together. Push him forward and up. Left rein a little, don't you pull his nose to the right. You can half hold him right, you can bend him right, you can do whatever you want, but it takes a stride, no more than 2. And give the right rein a little. Ah, and now soft right rein. Go ahead. Good. Good. And canter to trot to walk. And walk. Marching along, marching along. Relax it now. Can you drop his neck down just a little? Right away. Just a little. Yep, good. And back. Back to normal. Nice and supple. And drop his neck a little and canter.